Have you ever met someone who thinks they can deceive everyone and get away with it? Someone who believes they are smarter than the rest of the world? Well, this is the story of Rohan, a young man who believed life was a game where only the clever ones won. But did he manage to escape the consequences of his actions, or did fate have other plans for him? Stay with me until the end, because this story might change the way you see life. Rohan lived in a small town, and from an early age learned that a convincing smile and well-chosen words could open many doors. He was intelligent, charismatic, and extremely persuasive. But he had one major flaw. He believed honesty was for the weak. To him, the world belonged to those who knew how to manipulate it. His parents always tried to teach him about integrity and respect, but Rohan would laugh and say it's in the real world only fools play fair. The smart ones take advantage of opportunities and win. He borrowed money from friends and never returned it, lied to teachers to escape punishment, and even cheated on exams, always convinced he would never be caught. To Rohan, life was a game, where he always won. But life has a curious way of teaching lessons. One day, Rohan's school received a visit from a wise old man, known for his stories that made even the most skeptical reflect. He spoke about a powerful concept: karma. Everything we do comes back to us, whether good or bad. The universe always finds a way to balance things, said the old man. Rohan rolled his eyes and whispered to a friend, "These stories are for the weak. I've been deceiving people for years, and my life keeps getting better." The old man noticed Rohan's comment and with an enigmatic smile said, "Young man, let me tell you a story." And so he began. In a prosperous city, two men lived, Dev and Vikram. Dev was a respected merchant, known for his kindness and honesty. He helped the needy and always conducted business fairly. Vikram, on the other hand, was greedy and envious. He couldn't stand seeing Dev prosper and decided to deceive him. "Dev, I have a great investment opportunity," Vikram said with a fake smile. "If you join me, we'll become rich." Dev, always trusting people, invested a large sum, but as soon as Vikram received the money, he disappeared. Dev lost everything, but never lost his faith in goodness. Meanwhile, Vikram enjoyed his illicit fortune, living lavishly. But karma never forgets. Over time, his businesses began to fail. Every investment he made resulted in loss. People who once trusted him turned away, and one day he was arrested for fraud. Sitting in the darkness of his cell, he realized that all the wealth he had gained dishonestly was worthless. He had lost everything. The old man concluded, "Karma is like a mirror. What you do comes back to you sooner or later." Rohan listened to the story but laughed. "Nice story, but I keep deceiving people, and my life is still great." The old man just smiled and said, "Time teaches lessons that words cannot." Days passed, and Rohan continued his tricks. He fooled a classmate into doing his schoolwork, lied to teachers, and even took money from a friend's wallet. But then something unexpected happened. He applied for a prestigious scholarship. To secure his place, he forged documents and wrote a false essay about his achievements. He was certain no one would find out. But fate had other plans. The scholarship committee decided to investigate the candidates' backgrounds. They interviewed teachers and classmates and uncovered all of Rohan's lies and frauds. Not only was he rejected, but his reputation was ruined. The school notified his parents, and the shame he felt was overwhelming. Suddenly, everything started going wrong. His friends no longer trusted him. His teachers looked at him with disappointment. And even his parents, who had always supported him, were devastated. For the first time, Rohan felt truly alone. Sitting in his room, he remembered the old man's words. "Time teaches lessons that words cannot." He finally understood. That night he went to his grandfather, a wise and experienced man, and confessed, "Grandpa, I've made many mistakes. I deceived people, lied, cheated, and now I've lost everything. Is there a way to fix this?" His grandfather smiled and replied, "Karma punishes past mistakes, but it also rewards those who choose to change. If you start doing good today, your future will be different." Rohan promised to change. He apologized to those he had hurt, returned the money he had taken, and started working hard in school without cheating. At first, few believed him, but over time, as they saw his honesty, they began to trust him again. Years later, Rohan became a successful businessman, known for his integrity. When asked about the secret to his success, he smiled and said, "I learned the hard way that karma always comes back, so I decided to make sure mine was good, because in the end, everything we do returns to us. If we plant goodness, we reap goodness. If we choose the wrong path, it will lead us to an inevitable fate. Choose wisely. And you? What kind of energy are you spreading into the world?"